It is Vlogmas day number 2. We are continuing on with our quest of doing a bunch of things for my market for next year for Wild Out West, as well as opening my Pages Crochet Cozy Cloud Yarn Advent Calendar, and then just seeing what I get done in the day. We are up. I've been up for a few hours now. I didn't get to sleep till like really late. I just couldn't get to sleep. So I ended up sleeping in a little bit. It's also really hot today, like 38, 39 degrees, and it is boiling and the aircon is doing its best, but it is struggling. So we are taking it easy in terms of getting other things done, but we're here to open day 2 of the Cozy Cloud Advent Calendar, which I have over here. So let us see what is awaiting us inside this package. Alright, ooh, that looks interesting. Yay! There's a little Christmas tree gingerbread. This is by the Bumble Bakery, and it is a gingerbread tree. Very cute. So, the Bumble Bakery, they are at the Bumble Bakery on Instagram and Facebook. And Merry Christmas. That is exciting. That is tasty. I will taste it later in the vlog because I do need to film the little, not necessarily unwrapping because I'm unwrapping here for Vlogmas, so you get my first initial reaction, but just a little, this is what we got on day whatever of Vlogmas. So that is where we are up to. I have brought my crochet from last night into the office here with me so that I can finish the red octopus that we were working on, and then I just need to do some general tidy of my desk. I have decided that Mondays are going to be my like declutter my desk day. So we're going to work on that in a little bit. I would show you, but it's messy and there's things everywhere. So we will deal with that in a little bit. I might show a clip before I then clean it, and then after, once I've dealt with it all. I've got like yarn scraps everywhere from various projects and things. Yeah, that's where we're up to. It's hot. I do be struggling. I have just topped up my massive thing of water, and I've put 2 really big ice cubes in it and cold water in it, and because it's a metal tumbler, it'll keep my water nice and cold for the day, which is really handy dandy for me so that I can get through everything. I also need to sit and read for a bit. I'm trying to decide what I want to read. Do I want to start one of the new books that I got recently, or do I want to do, I'm doing a, it's been a while, but we're doing it like everyone annotate and that, or do I start this new book that I got on the weekend, which is not my type, but it's Disability Wrap, another romance book by Evie Mitchell. So I might start that because it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I can have this on my shelf, because I feel like this book, if I enjoy it, is going to be displayed, because all my books like that pardon me, are displayed as like spines, but I feel like this one will get a, I'll have to get one of those things that you can put it in so that the pages don't warp, so that I can go there. I think maybe I don't know, we shall see. That is the plan. I don't know. I'll decide something. When I decide what to read, I'll let you guys know. But the benefit of reading on my tablet is that I can sit and crochet while I read, because I have a page turner that I got for Christmas last year. Christmas? No, that I got for my birthday this year. It was an early birthday present. I remember now. So like it's a little ring. I'll go find it later and show you that I can like wear and then be crocheting. So I also need to edit Vlogmas Day 1, which I'll do at some point soon. I've just had my calendar over so that we have December displaying. What else? There's nothing else I need to show you that I can think of right now. Yes, there is. There is another Drift Octopus that I need to finish. If I didn't mention in Vlogmas Day 1, this is the Drift Octopus pattern that I'll be making a lot throughout Vlogmas. It is by the Crochet Carpenter. I made this in this mill end yarn that I got from Spotlight. I don't know how I feel about it yet. My partner says he likes it. It may just end up going to him. I didn't have the right size safety eyes, so I just need to sew eyes on it and sew the ends in. It took about 1 and a little bit of a ball to make the whole thing, and I've got 4 balls of it, so I can make at least 3. But I don't know if I like this for a book event, or if this would do better at just like a general market where there's kids and things, which is why I've only made one. I've got it in this colorway and then like a pastel-y colorway. It was a random Spotlight Mill End buy when they were on a really good deal. So I'm gonna stop rambling and go and get some stuff done around in here, and I will update you guys with what we get done. I figured I'd do a very quick, like, let's just look at what is currently on my desk. So I've obviously just finished filming. So I've got Advent Day 2, Advent Day 1, which I need to film an unboxing for both of those. All of the yarn that needs to be sorted, because I'm trying to, if I grab this, write down the yarn, like when I've got little scraps, so that I've got like a little color card. This is a temporary version of it that I can take to events. Scrap pieces of paper and things, obviously my water, various different random shit. I emptied my crochet pencil case to take with me to a thing, so I need to put all of that back in there, and then I need to put all of these on the shelf. So I try and at least clear all of this on a Monday so that I can use my desk, but that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm just sitting here decluttering and organizing all of the stuff that I showed you that's on my desk. I decided to quickly just sit and sew the ends in on this so that it's something that's finished, because I need to get out of the habit of just leaving unfinished things that just need the ends. So that is sewn in. This was made, there was some like dirt on the yarn, like on the inside. It happens with manufacturing, it's just one of those things. So this is going to be a for me thing, so I might check a keyring on it and add it to my backpack that I use for like every day and for work and stuff, just like on the front somewhere, so that it just is on my bag, because that would be fun. But I also realized that we did this last Vlogmas, because I got these in one of the advent calendars last year. I think it was the Obsession Yarns advent calendar. It is the Laced with Kindness affirmation cards. So, and I don't think we went through every single card that is in this. So we're going to keep going. And that is the last one that we pulled. So we're going to go from this end. So let us see what we have today. Also apologies if you can hear the shower. The bathroom is literally right there on that door. So opportunities exist everywhere, which is so very true. So that is today's affirmation that we're going to use. I'm going to pop that on the bottom, and I'm going to put this somewhere where I will see them and hopefully remember. If not every day, every other day, we shall see what I remember and go through that. Mostly done with the desk declutter. There's still a couple of things that I need to take, but I realized, because we woke up, well, I woke up super late today, I didn't end up really eating all that much, so I made myself some lunch. I just haven't turned it into the wrap yet, but the wrap base is underneath. It's just some chicken, lettuce, carrot, no carrot this time, chicken, lettuce, spinach, cheese and sauce. And then there'll be carrot on tonight's dinner, because I didn't have the energy to grate carrot now, but I'll grate it later to have with dinner and then for the next couple of days. So I'm gonna eat this, find something to watch while I finish doing this, because I was just catching up on some videos from Hey It's Mel B and Passionate Goods. Passionate Kelsey here on TikTok. YouTube. I can't word today. I need to eat. So I'm going to sit and eat this and check back in hopefully when my desk is done. I've just finished making the red octopus that I was working on last night in Vlogmas Day 1. I just had to make the tentacles, so I've done that, sewn the ends in. So that is today's Wild Out West make. There will be more, but that's what we're up to. So I'm going to pop all of those in here, but I figured I'd show you all the things that I have been making for this event, that we will be making throughout Vlogmas. So this first tub is of the that drift style octopus stuff. So this octopus pattern is from the Mohu store. I have that one in a discontinued Cozy Cloud yarn. This is Cozy Cloud Luxe in the emerald, and then that's just the marble 8-ply held together in that octopus pattern. Then I've been making a bunch of whales. This is by KJRB Stitching Corner from memory. It's a little pocket whale, so I have that one in Luxe, and then this one also in Luxe. These are in the Cozy Cloud Atom, so a pale blue atom, not atom, a darker blue, and then a purple. And then I have a couple of these in the Mill End yarn. There's 5 of those. I also have a little boob, which I'll turn into a keyring. And then the crochet penises. So that is in a mill end yarn. That is in the Cozy Cloud Atom, so it's got the sparkly. And then that one is in the acrylic held double. So that is everything that is in this first tub. So let me put everything back in where it belongs. And then I'll run you through my big tub of drift octopuses, which there's a lot. Mostly because it's a lot of fun to make. 1 second. So I've been making heaps of them. That's what we're up to. So this is the one that we're making the other day. I'm going to run through all the luxe ones first, and then I'll go through each of the different, I think I knocked that. I did a little. There we go. Each of the other ones. This is a luxe as well. It's sort of like a blue variegated, so they look a bit different. There's 2 of those. Another of the luxe, this is the sherbet colorway, so again looking a bit different, 2 of those ones. And then a luxe in the emerald, which is a bit more of a emeraldy green than it's picking up on that. And then that is all the luxe yarns. This is the Spotlight Millens. And then I have 3 in the Cozy Cloud Cosmic Atom. So I've got a green, a blue, and a purple. And then we'll do the non-spotlight yarn. So this is the Portercraft yarn. It's a blue, purple, pink, white mix held double. And then this is the same mix but held double with white. Then I have this one, which is a Spotlight 8 plain mixed held with white. And then that is the same yarn held double with itself. Then we have this, which also looks to be held double. It's one of the, I think it's one of the discontinued colorways, so I only have a little bit of that left. The pastel rainbowy Marvel Spotlight printed held with white. And then what else have I got? This is the purple mix held with white. Just yellow and orange, which I really like how that turned out. Blue and green, and then a blue and pink. So I do have a lot of those. But they have been really fun to make, and they don't take long. So we've been making heaps of them. And so now they're in their own tub. They were originally in a tub together with the other stuff, but now they have their own tub. So pop the lid back on that. We can put that back up over here. That is the first wow make for the day. I've got a purple that I've already done, but I want to use this darker purple because it goes with the rainbow variant. This is shade number 13. So I might start that. I need to edit Vlogmas Day 1, which is what I'm going to sit and do now that the episode of what I was watching, which was just 24 hours in A&E. Because I really enjoy medical style shows and those sorts of things. And 24 hours in A&E is something that we have available on binge in Australia. So I have been watching it. It is a UK reality documentary style show. So I'm probably going to sit and edit and start the drift in this colour and then see how I go. And then we might pick one of the blankets to sit and crochet on for the evening before we do anything else. I'm not entirely sure. We shall see how we go. But that is where I'm up to. I'm just updating my PDF spreadsheet that I have of all the things that I've made, what yarn, the colorway, how many, so that I can keep track of everything and then go from there. That was a long rambly clip, but that's where we're up to. I'm probably going to eat this after dinner and probably in the lounge with my partner Harry as well, so that he can have some, because when he saw it he tried to steal it. So I definitely will be sharing that with him. But yeah, that's where we're up to. My desk is pretty much back to being mostly usable again. I will show you that in a second. But yeah. So obviously that's the stuff I'm currently working with. I've just got that yarn out. That's my little crochet bag that I got from Betty McKnit. It is the 6-day halter top that's been printed on that, and it's got all my bits and pieces. When I'm working, I generally leave the needle, the 2 crochet hooks that I need, that's where the needle goes, and then the scissors out, ready to go. I was just cleaning my glasses. My watch picks up steps, so I've started taking that off while I crochet. But I did fix all of that up there. This is obviously all the different shades of things that I need, and then those are stuff that I need for stitch markers that I'll be doing today. This still needs to go to the kitchen, and then that was the scrap yarn, but they're small enough that I'll be able to use it to make some things. This is a swatch for a project that needs to go in with my knitting stuff. My offcuts and things there to use as stuffing, and then bookmarks, which I just need to find a home for. Current works in progresses, and then my water. So it still looks a little bit chaotic, but it is more organized, which is the goal, is that I can at least function on here. And then I also sewed in the ends on this. I don't know if I remember. I don't remember if I said that earlier, but I did. So that little guy is ready to go and have a keyring added to it. But I am going to sit and edit and work on a purple octopus, so I will be back soon. The yarn baffed on me, so now I've got to wind it and cake it, and ugh, that's just another whole thing to do. Thankfully I have a yarn winder. This is the Knit Pro yarn winder that a friend 3D printed an extended barrel on it for me. So that has been very helpful. So we're just gonna throw that on my desk quickly and cake the yarn, and I'll show you it caked up when I'm done. I'm just irritated. I hate yarn bath. It's really, really annoying. I ended up hand rolling it because it was too tangled and too much yarn bath, and there was also a factory knot in it, so now I've got 2 balls. So I'm going to sit and crochet now that I can, now that that is done. That took way too long, but it is what it is. I'm going to at least make the octopus body before I stop to go and do dinner, and then do the rest of it after that. So that took me a lot longer than planned. I did get the vlog edited, and I've now watched another whole episode of my 24 hours in A&E that I'm watching. So I'm going to sit and crochet, and I will be back with, what colour was this? Oh, I just dropped something. Number 13, which is Purple People Eater from memory. But I'm going to go find that needle that I dropped, and I will update you guys soon. It is a bit later in the evening. I ended up working on some other stuff for a wholesale order that I need to get out. Had dinner, now just chilling. I need to go top up my water, which I'm going to do in a minute. But I figured before I do that, I can taste the Advent Day 2 cookie, and then go give the rest to Harry, because he really loves gingerbread biscuits, and I do as well, but I figure we can share. So it is absolutely stunning. You can see it a lot more clearly now that it's not in the packaging, but we are going to try it. I'm going to try and see if I can bite into it without affecting my denture. Let us see. That is very tasty, and now I don't want to share it. I will share it though. I don't want to, but I will. Very, very tasty. I'll have to see if they deliver to the West Coast, because that is tasty, and I may need to order some more. We shall see. But I'm finally sitting down to crochet, so I will update you guys when I get through what I end up making. I have finished a ball of yarn. We finished this Sea Breeze colour. It is shade 109 in the Cozy Cloud Luxe. I made another little whale, which takes it up to 2 octopuses and 2 whales from 1 skein of yarn. I do have a tiny little bit left over, but that is the first finished ball of yarn. I need to find a bag to put those in, so I can keep track of it for the end of the Vlogmas, or end of the month. We'll probably just do it to the end of the month, because I'll probably still be crocheting after Christmas Day, for the Christmas Day to New Year's gap, and we'll just see everything that we've used. But I thought I would stop working on the purple octopus to finish this because there was so little left. I weighed it before and after so that I could see if this would be enough to make another one, but it's not, so, which is fine. I, again, have a little bag that I'm going to be putting all of these scraps in, and I'll probably make like a scrappy snake or something to put in, like hang around something, or to take to market and sell, or make like what other like easy to make things. I'm just looking in the camera to see what's behind me. I'm sure I'll figure out what it is, or you guys will have some suggestions. But I'm going to go back to working on this, and then I have picked a book to read. It is a novella. I've blanked on the title, but when I get to reading that later, I will let you guys know. I just went looking for my page turner, and I don't know where it's ended up. It's obviously ended up somewhere silly, somewhere safe, I would assume. I don't know. Figure out where it is at some point, but so I'm just going to sit and read and turn the pages as I go. I have been working on the purple octopus, so the head is done. I'm using my purple stitch marker from last year's Cozy Cloud advent calendar, which is the stitch markers that I made, and I was one of the days last year, so that was exciting. So I'm going to work on the tentacles because, actually no, I'm going to grab a blanket and work on a blanket because I can do that while reading a bit easier. So the book that I chose to read is a novella. It is Winter Wishlist by Elliot Rose, who is an author I've read quite a few books from and have arc read for in the past. So I'm going to sit and read that. It is a Christmas themed cowboy novella. So I'm going to sit and read that, and crochet. We'll go pick a blanket or grab one of the ones that are in here that I haven't already moved out of this room, and work on that. I've been sitting and reading through the Winter Wishlist. Not reading as fast as I normally would when I have my page turner, because I keep having to like lean forward and turn a page on the tablet. So hopefully I can find that soon. I'm gonna go looking for it tomorrow. There's a couple of different places it could be, so pull a few different things apart and see if we can find it. I grabbed one of the blankets from my Whip Graveyard video, which is nearly done being stitched. So I did one full repeat basically, because I didn't show at the beginning, but I was here. So I've done the full mustard repeat. I'm going to do one more repeat of cream and then square it off. So at the beginning I started with the mustard, so I'm going to square off with the mustard purely because I've only got half a ball of that left, and I want to at least be able to do 2 rows of a border, ideally more, but 2 to start, because I don't know if I've got any more of this in my tub. I really need to get to that because I've got a couple of different things that I need to look for, but it is getting late and I would like to go to bed because it's almost 1 AM. And just sit and read without trying to crochet and the rest of it. But that was a pretty productive day, even though it was bloody hot and I didn't feel like doing anything. It's still quite warm outside. We still have the aircon going. It is what it is. I'm going to finish this Wild Out West make tomorrow. We made 2 things to put into the tub, which I'm pretty happy with. I still have my little whale, which needs to go in the tub, which I'll do here in a minute before I go to bed. We worked on a whip, which is good. And yeah, otherwise it's been a relaxing day, not doing too much because it's too hot. But that is day 2 of Vlogmas done. I hope you guys all enjoyed. It was a lot of rambling. I do apologise. That's just how it happens when I film things. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.